only safety briefing we have.
First, could you tell me what your name is, please?
LJ Lopez.
Okay, and who do you play for?
We play for the Charlottesville Polo Club out here at King Family Vineyard.
Okay, and how many ponies do you use during a typical game?
During a typical game, you'll use between 4 and 6 horses.
Is there such a thing as overtime?
There is, depending on the format of the game and what the agreed-to rules are. Sometimes you'll have a penalty shootout, or it's a sudden death overtime, or an extra period.
Okay, and I noticed that the horses, they work a lot in close proximity to each other. They have to kind of cut and move and stop a lot. Do they have to go through some extra training for that?
The typical polo horse becomes kind of acclimated to play at the top levels of polo by the age 7 or 8, and that's after several years of training. When you think about the horses that are running in the Kentucky Derby, they're in their prime at 3 years old. So there's several more years of training. It's not just the speed, it's the athletic ability, the stop turn, the mental capacity to play against other horses, and as you suggested, in close proximity to each other.
So do they often come from here? They come from Kentucky?
A lot of polo horses, the standard polo horse would be the American Thoroughbred, but now polo horses are becoming more selective in their breeding, and they're bred specifically for the sport of polo, and they're really triathletes in that they've got the top end speed, they've got the short the agility for the stop turn, and then they have the mental capacity. So really it's the 3 aspects that they breed for.
And you said it's an American Thoroughbred. Is that a specific breed?
Yeah, so a specific breed. A lot of them become our ex-race horses that come off the track and then are trained after year 3 or 4 into several years for polo. But any horse that has the mental capacity can play the sport of polo. The ones that excel at the top level certainly have the speed, which is the thoroughbred.
And for you, what kind of training do you have to go through? Since the horse is doing most of the running, what kind of physical attributes are you looking for in a polo player?
Certainly hand-eye coordination is one, to hit the ball at speed, moving 20-25 miles an hour, but then also you're looking for just the natural athletic and riding ability, because I don't care if you can hit the ball a mile, it doesn't matter if you can't get your horse to the ball to make a play on it. So riding is first and foremost, and a lot of polo players come from other equestrian disciplines and cross over into polo because they have that riding foundation, and that certainly makes the sport of polo a lot easier when you know how to ride to start off with.
Okay, and the mallets they're actually not as long as I would have thought they were just looking at them from afar. What are they made out of?
It's a wood mallet with a dense teepa wood head, and it's very basic in nature. It's a wood handle with a leather grip on it and a sling, and they've been made this way for hundreds of years, and there's not much innovation in the sport of polo.
Are they kind of flexible?
They will flex, so they do have some give to them, and that certainly, much like a golf club, has flex to it. As you go and you swing, you get more mallet head speed, which contacts the ball. You can hit farther when you do that. So the mallet head certainly plays into it, and there's different specifications, as basic as it looks. Different weight mallet head, different length, different balance in your hand, different size grips for folks with larger or smaller hands.
All right. Well, I appreciate it. I'll let
Sure.
you get ready for the second half.
Yeah.
Thanks again.
Thanks.
Thanks everybody. Thanks everybody for coming today.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks everybody.
Enjoyed it.
All right.